Pause. Mhm. 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 All right. Okay.
Sir,
Mhm.
could you send the file in the Google Classroom? Because from the chat, I can't open it because I don't have PowerPoint. I use Google Sheets.
Okay.
And
All right. Yeah, in a little while. Right.
yeah,
So tonight we're going to, as I said, we're going to spend time and learn some more about Excel. Excel is just a spreadsheet software. I like to call it it creates a flat file. It simply just allow you to enter data in tables. It is not the most efficient, especially when the data get very large, and you have to maybe search for details or try and find specific information. And hence why later on we will learn about database, because that makes database have the edge um, over Excel. All right, so tonight we spent some time in previous lessons and we looked at formulas. One thing we established is that formula uh, is a user defined mathematical expression that is used to solve a problem, combining of what I call an operand and an operator. At least two operands and an operator. Operands are the constant values, so whether that's 7 plus 3, so 7 and 3 would be the operand, the operator would be the plus sign. So yeah, to find a certain answer. Functions are a little bit different. Functions now are kind of predefined, and so there are specific ways how to write them, and also specific details that is required depending on the type of function that you're doing. All right, so my lesson tonight is titled Analyzing Data. And so, as mentioned, with functions, you are able to become a data master in no time. Why? So the whole point of learning formula is so that you can perform calculations much quicker, save time. The whole point of using technology is always to do things faster, more efficient, much better. All right. So each function, I think of functions as having superpower. So I don't know if I don't know what cartoon you used to watch, but when I used to grow up, I used to love Power Ranger. Right?
yes,
I,
sir.
I used to love Fantastic Four as well. And so each of those characters had their unique traits, you know. I love Spider-Man, I love Batman. There are some things that one was better at than the other one. And so that's why they made, such a fantastic team. So it is that I want to think about functions. They are like the Fantastic Four, each of them having their own unique attributes, and them working together will make your job of organizing, analyzing data much better. So I start with the sum function. And I consider this one to have the superpower of just being super fast at finding totals, much faster. Because what you're going to realize is that, let's say you were to add up 100 cells, you would have to do equal A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus A4 plus A5. And what you'd find is that that's just not very easy or very convenient when you have long numbers that you need to add together. So you need something that allows you to add this much faster. And that's where your sum function is going to come in. I'm just going to point out. So here's an example of how you'd write a sum function. So like formulas, they start with the equal sign. And of course, they have their specific name. So this one is called sum. And then what we have here is a range. So what we're simply saying here is that we want to add from cell B2 to B15. If you were doing this as a formula, you would have to type equal B2 plus B3 plus B4 plus B5 plus B6 all the way up to B15. And that no doubt would take you significant long time. So that's your sum function. In a little while, we're going to practice using a couple of them and see how they work. All right. For for the next function I want to introduce is called the max function. And this one, again, superpower is to find the largest value. So not maximum value, but largest value. So if I have a cell with 10 numbers, this one will return the largest of the numbers. And again, it is written similarly, equal. Again, you're using the name of the function. This one is max, and we will be doing from B2 to B15. All right. Similarly, if we wanted to find the smallest, then what we would need is our min function. And quite similar, we write it equal again. We write the name of the function, we write the cell. This one is meant to return the smallest value. All right. And then now we have what is called a counter or count A. Some people say counter, some people say count A. Now, count A function is meant to count the number of non-blank cells. So if there's any data inside of it, you can use this count. So let's say I have a list of names I want to count. Then I could use count A function. If I want to count a list of numbers, I cannot use count A. I actually need to use count. So that's equal count. If I want to count the number of blank cells, I would use count blank. Again, we're going to practice a couple of these in short order. So this again is how we write a count A equal count A. We will write the cell range that we want to count from, and this will return the amount of cells that has data inside of it. Again, if it's numbers we wanted to count, we use count. Um, and if we specifically want to count blank number, we use count blank. All right. So I'm going to let's get this sheet onto the Google Classroom. See if I can do that. I was creating formulas function. Yeah. Assignment functions. All right. We'll go with C272. C4. And I'm going to go with this one. Okay. So this needs to go on the Excel. Microsoft Excel. Yeah, there you go. All right, just double check for me if you see the file should be popping up on your in the classroom. All right, so I'm going to put some of these functions to work and see how they actually work. And then we will, yeah, move on from here. So this is what it should look like when you open it. So let me know if you are there.
Yes, sir, I see it.
All
And I
right,
opened
cool.
it.
All right, so what I'm gonna do one of them for you, and then you're going to just work through the 6 simple tasks on there. Um, uh, yes, no, okay, cool. And then we just do a couple more extended practice on there. All right, so for the first one, yeah, question is right here, and I've also kind of give you the hint so that later on when you are preparing to do this on your own, because your SBA is going to require you to use so a few of these functions maybe. Um, yeah. So yeah, we want to kind of just familiarize ourselves with the different types of functions and how they actually work. All right, so here we have our sum. This one says, what is the total amount of raffle? And it tells us which column we're going to put it in. So that's going to be column H. So if we follow down from here, that's in this yellow spot right here. And they want us to count, sorry, they want us to add up the total amount of donations. So as I said, the function we're going to use when we want to find the total, it's going to be sum. So all function begin with equal sign, and then we write the name of the function and we open bracket. Now a shortcut to do this to get the cells in, once you have done the bracket like this, just click on the mouse in the first one you want to start. So we want to start here, which is H2. So if we click on H2, hold on the mouse like this, and then just pull it down to the last one, and then let go and press enter. That will work out the total. So that would give you 172. So I'm going to pause and give you some time to try and the rest of those questions. Down from 2 down to 6. So 1 to 6. Yeah. So have a go
Yes,
at
sir.
doing from 1 to 6, and then we'll take it from there. All right, getting along?
Sorry, Google Sheets is different from Excel, and I don't know why, but I'm not able to select the column, therefore I'm not able to sort. But I'd have to do it manually. But here's the thing, when I go into the typing box, it
Mhm.
also edits the thing on the actual sheet.
Yeah, but nothing is on the actual sheet, so you should only be typing in the space there.
What do you mean typing in?
You're writing in the formula, so you need to work out the formula here, like I did this one. So this one says it's telling you that in here, in column H, which is this one, you need to
Yes, sir.
use the sum function to
Yes,
find
sir.
the total, which is right here on mine. So you
Okay,
now
sir.
need to right. So you now need to do the second one, which is going to be in G, and this time they want you to find the total amount of seats booked. So that's from
Yes, sir.
here down to here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
All right, sir. Thanks.
yeah. All right, how's it going?
Going well, sir. I'm at number 4.
All right, where are you up to now? 6. All right, cool. So we're gonna just go through them. All right, cool. So for this one, what did you have? You need to use a sum function here because we want to find total. What did you do?
For number two,
Yeah.
what is the total? So put in the equal sign,
Mm-hmm.
then I type in sum in all capital letters,
Mm-hmm.
and then I instead of typing out from instead of typing G G2 and G21, I just selected them and pressed enter.
Okay, cool. All right, so
Yeah.
here's a little shortcut that we did last time that we could have used here. So because these two are side by side, yeah, they are adjacent to each other, and we
Yes.
want to find the sum. We could have simply used the copy, which is the autofill at bottom here, and then just pull it across, and that would go ahead and give us the answer. All right, so you would have got that as your formula in there. Obviously that's what you would see from your version. Undo. And that's what you would see, and if you click on it you would see the formula in the top here. So
Yes, sir.
this is how, if you do your SPA and you don't do a formula, we are going to know it's that you didn't use a formula, and you'll not get the points for it. So you have to use a formula. All right, cool, well done. All right, so I'm gonna keep this on this view so you can see the formula going in, since we are teaching function, so we can see it's working. All right, so the next one here now, question 3 says we are going to use the max function in column H, and we need to find the max. So what do we do? Talk me through it.
So equal sign,
Mm-hmm.
max in all capital letters,
Yeah.
open brackets,
Mm-hmm.
and then select in column H and then press enter.
Right. So in your exam, yeah, always bear in
Yes,
mind
sir.
that you will not be able to select. So we just tell them what the formula would be, and the formula would be exactly what's on the screen. So it would be equal max H2 to H21 in bracket. All right.
Yes, sir.
So you wanna bear that in mind. Okay, cool. All right. Again, we can just do the adjacent across for the next one, and that give us that the same. Okay, cool. Now let's
Yes,
go
sir.
for the next one. So
That's
now we're
number
right.
4
Is it
or
4? Oh
5.
yeah, four I think. To find the min. Okay, so what function we using?
The main function, sir.
You know, right, so again we do min,
Open
and
brackets, select,
mhm,
and
so
enter.
we do H2 to H21. And the same principle applies on this side, and we get that as a formula. Okay, cool. So next thing we need to do, I think we're on question 6, is it? One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, yeah, I think we have this one now to do. Okay, so this
Yes,
time
sir.
around, they want us to count the we need to count the four numbers. So remember what we said, that we're going to use counter when we want to count the non-blank cells,
But
meaning the cells that have data inside of them. All right, so
yes,
again,
sir.
we start with equal counter.
Count A.
Mhm. Right. And then open bracket.
Then
And
select.
yeah, all right, good.
Mm.
Remember again, in the exam, you will need to say from C2 to C21. You will not be able to select. Good? Cool. All
Yes,
right,
sir.
so that's when we want to find all of those values. But what if I now want to count the number of, let's say I want to count the number of non-blank cells. So if you notice here, there are some cells that don't have any data. So I want to count number of non-blank cells. All
You
right, so
mean
in
blank
you,
cells?
right. So we'll use counter blank.
Blank.
So, right. So add this to yours as you do it,
Yes.
so that
Yes, sir.
you have another function under your belt.
Yes, sir.
All right. So that would be count blank. And that would give you the answer. Let's just check what the answer would be. It would be 8. So notice that's 8 and that's 12. All right, cool.
Yes, sir.
All right. I also want to introduce you to count because count is also a function, but it doesn't work with like words. It only work with numbers. So let's
Yes,
try it
sir.
over here. So we're gonna try it over here to prove. Okay. So if I do count and I try to count from B2 to B21, it should give me 0. So if you look on there, the answer is 0.
Yes, sir.
So it doesn't work with words. It doesn't count words. It counts numbers strictly. But if I were to, if I were to apply the same function, which is equal count, let's say I'm going to use it here. These are numbers, so it should work. Let's try it. Okay. So we're gonna go equal count. And again, the count doesn't have to be capital. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
duration. But yeah, it just need to be the name of the function. So if you notice here, yeah, um, yeah, doesn't work. You know why? Because these are interpreted as strings and not numbers. So if I want to count numbers, then I have to probably count these. So these are considered integers. So let's say I use the same count. I'm going to use the same count, but this time I'm going to use it on this side where I have these numbers here, okay? So let's
Yes,
try
sir.
it here. We're gonna go with equal count bracket, and we are going to count from G2 to G21. All right, so let's check. So notice now it actually gives me a number, which is
Yes,
20.
sir.
All right, yep, so now it gives me 20. So that's something for you to remember. I don't know if you need to write it somewhere or you're taking your notes or you remember whatever. So count is also used to count, but it only count numbers specifically.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
you would notice from this example that a phone number is not considered a number. Notice, still give
Yes,
us
sir.
0 because a phone number is considered a string, which is the equivalent for text. All right,
Yes, sir.
cool. All right, so we have learned a couple of functions here. Let's just look at them. We've learned sum, we learned
Some
max, mhm,
min
min, counter,
count
and we have
count
count
blank.
blank, and we have count. All right. So, s- um, and just to show you that counter can count anything. All right. So let's say I'm gonna use counter over here again to count these numbers and see if it actually works. Let's try it. So if I do counter and press enter, and let's just check if it works. See, it still gives me 20
Yes, sir.
because counter counts non-blank cells. So as long as some form of data is in the cell,
It
counter
counts
will
it.
count it, right? Whereas count only count numbers.
Yes, sir.
Got it? Cool. So, all right, cool. So that we have covered. So now we're gonna quickly look at how to generate different charts um, using using Excel. All right, so that's another skill you need to learn. So for your SBA, all the things we have covered already, such as naming different sheets. I think we did that in the first lesson. Or opening new sheets, click the plus sign there, and right click and rename. You need to learn how to enter data into cells as we have done. You need to know how to yeah, you need to know how to yeah, you need to know how to use formula, you need to know how to use functions, and you will also need to know how to generate charts. So I'm going to do the first one with you, which showing how to do a pie chart, and then I'm going to allow you to try and make a column chart. So first thing we need to know, they say make a pie chart that is meant to show the games people are attending. So that's these two columns here. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to select all of them, right? Remember when you're selecting that this is how your cursor should look.
Yes,
Every
sir.
cursor have different ones, right? So once you've select this, you're going to move up here to where they have insert, which is here. And then we need a pie chart. So we're going to go to this one, which looks like a pie chart here. All right.
Yes, sir.
And then once you choose, obviously you can pick any pie chart. If in your SBA they say select a 3D, that's the one you'd go for. If they just say a pie chart, you do a 2D one. So let's go for a 2D
Wait,
one.
repeat that, sir. You glitched out for a second.
Right. So I'm saying that in your SBA they could say make a 3D pie chart, or if they just say create a pie chart, it's up to you. You can do a 3D or you can do a 2D.
Okay, sir.
Cool. So I'm gonna go for a 2D for now, a boring one. And we're gonna look at a couple of things that they will want you to do. So did you generate those charts now? You
If I
generate those?
generated them?
Right, so create your pie chart for me.
Okay, sir.
And then I'll show you some more things that you're required to do.
My cursor is not looking how it's supposed to look.
All right, so remember, if this is cell you want to use, you have to make sure that you are in the middle of it.
Okay, sir.
Right. So you click and stay in the middle, then hold on the mouse and draw over it.
Not changing, sir. I want to see my normal cursor and a hand.
All right, so click in the middle of it, hold on it, and draw, and see if what needs to happen. It needs to highlight all of the data.
Yes, it's highlighted in blue.
Okay, good. All right, so go ahead and do that then. Yeah, so go to insert and then insert the pie chart.
Yes, I have it, sir.
Cool. All right, so from here now, there are a couple of things they will tell you in the SBA to actually do. Um, so it could ask you to add a title. So by default, this has a title. So we could just double click right here and then go ahead and change the title. In your SPA, they want you to do something like chart showing. So you could do pie chart showing. So if you click in it and do pie chart showing um, number of people attending games. Usually I say to students, right, it's in uppercase.
As
So
you would in a physical copy.
yeah, the number of students, the number of people, the number of people attending games. What? So you should be able to give your chart a sensible title for your SBA. That's that. Um, Already your these bits are
E.
named, so that's your key. Key is already named. But let's say it didn't show up. You should be able to right click and then you should see this option to select data. and then you could come here and change the to whatever you want them to be. We don't need to change them now because
Yes,
we
sir.
already have them, but you could just go to edit and put the ones you wanted. For now, we don't need to change, so that's just showing you how you would get to here if you don't have that. Also, click on the chart, and let's say you wanted to change to a different chart type, you could see the option that says change chart type, and then you could go whether you wanted a different one. So let's say I click on my pie, or yeah, if I decide I want to go for a 3D one and click OK, let's see what happens. Didn't do any change, but it should do. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, you can choose the one you want, or you could do a different type of chart. I'm gonna keep it at a pie chart for now because we don't need to change this. This is just showing you some of the features that are actually available to you. And in the exam, in the actual SBA, they could
SB.
ask you to do these different things. All right, cool. So that's that. The next thing we need to do, we need to be able to move the chart to a new page. Sometimes your SBA will say it needs to be on a different sheet by itself. So if you right click on it and do, you should see an option that says move chart. So this option, so right click on the empty white space and then select move chart. And then this is where we put new sheet. So let's say I choose a new sheet and I want to name it pie chart.
Wait, sir, remember, keep
Mhm.
in mind that I use Google Excel, so not all the commands are the same. I
So
can I can move mine like you're moving a normal picture in Google Word. Hello?
now I think if you, well, I'm not using Google Slide, but I think if you right click on it, you should be able to.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it should take you. So once you should see an option that allows you to move it to a new sheet. Do you see
yes,
that?
sir.
Right. Cool. And then just choose new sheet, give it a name, and then you would have your pie chart like this on a new sheet. Okay. So if I click there, that's my pie chart, and then that's my data sheet. So what I want to do for me now for the second one, you are going to try to make that one, but this time you're going to make a column chart. So the same
Yes, sir.
process, but instead of a pie chart, you're going to do a column chart. I will go and
Yes,
do it
sir.
now for this.
Office they are holiday in? Which office is holiday in?
What kind of chart did you say, sir?
So if you look on the text here, it says column chart. So
Okay, sir.
yeah, for your SBA, you're going to get similar stuff like an instruction that you have to kind of look for what they are asking you to do, or
Yes, sir.
you'll get it print out like that.
Yes, sir. I have made it.
Good. So probably what I'm going to do, I'm going to look at the SBA plan. If depending on how much you get done tonight, I am going to set you this to do maybe in class time on Saturday to do your SBA. So you can work on it. So I'll probably just post the SBA because I think we'll cover enough for you to kind of start some of the SBA, the Excel part.
Yes, sir.
All right. So yeah. So talk me through it. We select the table. Then we go where?
Repeat.
Talk me through the process. We select the table. Then we do what?
We go to insert in your band.
Hmm.
Then you go on the circle thing that looks like pie chart.
So that's for
Right
pi,
there.
but we need a column.
So,
So column
oh,
would look like,
column. Yes, sir.
yeah.
And then you
So
can
good.
choose your type.
Hmm. All right. And again, remember you need to give it a title. So go ahead and give this a title.
Yes, sir.
So column chart. Um, number of t-shirt per size needed. Yep, something like that. And then move it to a new sheet by itself to just, yeah, yours might be different, but yeah, if you're using the actual Excel feature, it will be right click, choose move chart, a new sheet, and call a column chart. What's the young lady's name from Westwood?
Westwood?
Hmm.
Yeah, no, she's not. At this time, she won't be able to know.
To do what? To join the class?
Yes. But she normally gets Wi-Fi later in the night.
Oh, but does she know that we having the class?
I'm not sure. I'd have to text her, sir. I'd have to
Yeah,
talk to
then
her.
text her man and tell her to catch up on this in her own time. We'll post it so she can follow
Yes,
through
sir.
and get
Yes,
on with
sir.
doing this. Is she going to school now? Is Westwood
I th-
open?
I think so, yes.
Hmm. Yeah. You're gonna have to still
Oh,
keep going.
sir, I found the command to move my sheet,
Okay.
to
Where
move
is it?
my column to one. So it is in the top left corner of it. So when you click on it, it shows three dots and then it shows the options.
Oh, nice. All right, good. So
And it
you'll have to
has been moved.
good. You'll have to master Google Sheets.
Yes, sir.
I yeah, so we're gonna do we're going to do a bit of reinforcement and then we do a few more functions today um
Yes,
to
sir.
get going. All right, so this is basically done in terms of activity. So yeah, you just need to make sure that you know these formulas work and what they're used
Yes,
for
sir.
and what we do with them. I'm going to put up another one that we'll use. So assignment function in Excel part two.
I'm coming. Give me a second, sir. I have to go and do something really quickly. I have returned.
All right, cool. I've placed a new one up so you can.
All right, let me look for that now. 6:25. Open with Google Sheets. It's loading and it has loaded.
All right, cool. All right, so I'm gonna give you a chance at trying now to apply yourself and work through this one,
Yes, sir.
and then we see how that goes.
All right, sir.
Mhm.
Finish. What?
So here we're going. You need to find maximum. Here you need to find minimum, and here you need to find total. So you need to think about what
Repeat,
function you
sir.
need to use. Second,
No, I didn't hear you. What did you say?
right. So on here you need to find. So we need to find the maximum. We need to find the maximum of these values. That's that.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to do it for each row going down.
Okay, sir.
And then same thing for minimum. And then for total.
Oh, so total would be the sum function, correct?
Yep.
All
So
right.
let's see you apply yourself and see how much you get right.
All right. All right, sir.
Mm.
I'll probably go a little faster this time.
Yeah, well, it's not about speed, is it? It's about making sure you can apply yourself to the
Yes, sir.
scenario.
Oh, sir,
Mhm.
it got autofilled.
You
Wait,
should
no,
be able,
never mind.
if yeah, if you
Oh,
can autofill, that's the wise thing to do. Yes, the whole point of using technology is to be faster, not as long as.
wait, there's a faster way.
Oh, I thought like
What? Oh, sir.
Yep.
Adam says he's watching the live.
Nice.
Yeah.
How's it going?
Doing all right, sir. I'm at number of ingredients in each recipe.
Okay. All right. Talk me through the first one.
Um, oh, the maximum and the minimum and the
Mm-hmm.
so you equal sign
Mm-hmm.
max
Mm-hmm.
and then you select and then you press
C2,
enter and then
C2 to I2.
yes, sir, and then for it to go faster, yeah, exactly that.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Equal sign
Mm-hmm.
min
Mm-hmm.
select
Same thing, C2 to I2.
enter and go down.
Okay. Cool. And
Equal sign
mm-hmm.
sum
Mm-hmm.
select
Mm-hmm.
and go down.
Nice. Right.
Yeah.
If you're able to do that in your SB, well on your way. All right, cool. Number of ingredients in each recipe. So, guess what they're asking here, yeah? We have to make chopped chip muffins. It needs milk, um, plain flour, salt, and vegetable. So, which function do we use to count these up?
Count A.
So, equal count I, open bracket, go from top, press enter. Except that they say it's wrong. Let's see
Yes,
why.
sir.
Hmm. Number of ingredients. Hmm. Fine to me. Should be count A. Hmm. Hmm. And figure out what was my if H24. Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. I yeah. I may have just put the wrong background in it. Wrong background formula, but it's fine. The key here is to because yeah, the question is the number of ingredients in it. So this should be two, this should be three. Yeah, it's fine. Maybe the back,
Okay.
just the back formula may have been wrong. Okay, cool. Um, let's go to this one. Total number of ingredients that is in column A. So that would have
Yes,
been what?
sir.
Count A.
Some total.
Shouldn't say,
Oh, sorry. To know
don't say
total
total
number,
number.
not total.
Right. It sounds
To
like we
count
need to
A.
count everything in column A because you can't add up words, can you? So that's
No, you
so
can't.
cool. Yeah, so it's 21. Obviously, to give you that error there. Yeah, it's cool. All right, first, done. Unless in column A, min max total, this is
That's not the problem.
let me see something. See if I got it. Yeah. What's the original one? So it's this that we wanted to count. And we need to count A. All right. I need to check the background formulas in there, but that's fine. All right. So yes, move to the next one. So we're gonna go over to inside one cake. Now this is going to look more like what your SBA questions may look like as you go through. So here it says you are going to compare the proportions of each ingredient in a particular recipe. The comparison will be according to weight, which means you first need all the measurements to be in grams. So you're going to choose one of the recipe. So these are our recipes. You're going to choose one. And then step two, you're in the rightmost column, you're going to convert each measurement into grams according to the conversion table. All right. So now we are probably going to teach you something called seller. So we have learned about seller reference. There's two types of seller references. Yeah, the one we have been using so far is relative. So when I say something like C3, let's say I did that, C3, that's relative seller reference. But there's
Yes, sir.
also called something called absolute seller reference. Now, with absolute seller reference, it looks like this. So there's dollar sign around. Mhm. So what this does is keep it from actually moving. So let's say I want to multiply by this two
Wait.
that is here, right? It is going to keep it fixed and not copy down. Relative copy down to the next one, whereas absolute keep it fixed. So we're gonna see how that works in a minute. So for example, if we look on here, yeah, um,
Yes, sir.
we we need two eggs. We need to look down here and see what is the equivalent in grams.
Eggs. One egg is 50 grams.
50. All right. So what should we do? Should we be multiplying or should we what? Yeah, we should multiply by
Multiply.
two. Yeah.
Multiply 50 by 2.
Right. So this is what we're going to do now. So we're going to do equal this time around because we don't want it to move. We want to keep it steady. We're going to do we're going to make this absolute. So let's just do for example. So we want it to stay fixed and make sure that this is what we want it to multiply by. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And we'll do the same thing for the 50, which is here. If we don't do this and copy down, the chances are the next step when we go down next, it's going to move to this, then this, then this, then this, and that's not necessarily accurate. So this is a fixed number that you want to multiply by. So therefore, we'll make them all absolute. So we'll do absolute, and this keeps it fixed even if you're copying down. Right? There you
Yes,
go.
sir.
So we end up with 100. So this now that we're using is absolute. Remember, we use absolute when we don't want to just copy them automatically. These are fixed values. So we're looking for
Yes,
them
sir.
and we want to keep them fixed. Okay, cool. So let's say I did that one. I'm going to do one more. So again, vegetable oil is equal to C4. Again, we're going to make that absolute. And yep, we're going to do multiply. And then we'll look for it down here. This one.
Vegetable oil down towards the bottom, sir. Yeah.
Yep. And again, we want to keep it fixed. So we're going to go ahead and do top and top. Right?
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
There you go. All right. So yeah, finish up one of them,
Yes,
probably.
sir.
Or maybe you should get the practice and do all of them. Yeah. You should get the practice and do all of them so you remember what absolute cell referencing is and when we actually need it.
Sir,
Yep.
I don't see self-raising flour on the table.
Just pick one of the flour.
Okay, sir.
Sometimes when I'm making these files, I'm falling asleep.
Yeah. Neither do I. I see dairy-free margarine.
Yeah. Just pick one of them and use.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's closest.
I don't see butter, so should I use dairy-free margarine?
Yeah, just use
Okay.
the closest to each.
Icing sugar. I am finished, sir.
All right, nice.
I did cupcakes.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, so we're gonna jump over to so today. So that means a couple of things we have covered today. We have covered sum function, counter, count blank, count. Um, mm, where's max min? We've done
Some
yeah. We've done
absolute.
absolute cell reference. hmm We have created charts. All right,
Yes, sir.
so good. So yeah, I'm going to do this other one on here. Alright, so I'm going to show you how to go about doing charts because sometimes the columns that we need to create the chart are not next to each other, like with the one that we just did. So the one that we did was quite easy because the columns were next to each other. But there are times when the two columns you need are further apart, maybe one in and the other to the other end. So so we need to be able to know how to actually still make the chart. So for
Yes, sir.
task one, it says we're going to make a pie chart comparing how much money will be spent on the different items. So if you notice, items is here and the cost is here.
Yes, sir.
And these are the two columns we need to actually use. All right. So I'm going to do this one to show you how it's done. Okay. So first thing you do is to select this first column. We done that.
Yes.
Then you're going to hold on the control key on your keyboard,
Yes, sir.
and then you're going to then highlight this one.
Yes, sir. And then we go to insert
Yeah.
and go
Finish.
as business as usual.
Yep. All right. So go ahead and create the pie chart. Give it a
Yes, sir.
title,
Yes, sir.
and then come and do the other two charts, and that
Yes, sir.
kind of sum up what we wanted to cover tonight.
Sir,
Mm-hmm.
the control button can also be known. Oh, never mind. My bad. Sir,
Yep.
you said do all of them or just the pie chart?
Yeah, man, you're gonna have to do all of them, man.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, man. Prepare, man. Prepare for your SBN, man.
Yes, sir.
So I need to see how you get on with this. Because if we're good here, what I could do for Saturday class, like I said, is just post the SBA and use that 2 hours to work on the Excel part of the SBA. So you'll
Yes,
probably
sir.
just be on your way. Yeah. Because what I normally do when I used to teach back in Jamaica,
Yes,
um,
sir.
I rather than have to give the students different homework, I just teach the skills they need for for a certain amount of the SBA, and
Yes,
then
sir.
I just set them on their way to go and work on the SBA themselves, which is kind of like your homework where you still have to do so you can get a grade. So yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, I'll let you know tomorrow though if I'm going to get in time. I'll probably do one
Oh,
more set. Say
sir, I'm not going to school on Friday, so I'll be able to do the normal time at 11.
on on yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I won't be.
on Friday.
Yes, sir.
Friday is that my yeah. I'm gonna try and work it out. I'll let you know. I'll send you a text. If we could do one more, maybe tomorrow. I'll see. I think Friday I'm going to be traveling. I'm going to a, I'm going to Leicester. You know, you watch football, so you must know Leicester.
Yes, sir.
I'm driving down to Leicester, but I don't know what their internet is like. So
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
I might do it tomorrow. Because what I'd probably just need to do is to teach you how to sort, how to filter, um, and then teach you about VLOOKUP and average. And
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
so yeah, I'll text you tomorrow so you can look out for my text, and then we do a catch up lesson on that, and then I can give you the SBA to work on. So you probably just work on that on
Yes,
Saturday.
sir.
Finish it.
Yes, sir.
All right, sounds good. All right, finish.
I'm at task 3.
Uh, okay, cool. Below the shopping list, add in a row. Oh, right. Oh yeah. So just what they're simple asking it is right. Total somewhere here. Total
Oh,
cost. Did they say F7? No, they say add the label in A7. Right, cool. Because in the SPA, you'll be required to do things like that. They'll tell you to insert row and insert columns and then put in different data as you go along. Yeah, that's good.
I am finished, sir.
All right, so there's one thing else I'm going to let you do before we go. Is this last question on this here? It says, can you
The
find out?
challenge.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
in the challenge, but just the last one. It says, can you find out how to format the total so that it includes a pound sign? Um, so
what do you
you
call a
guys,
pound sign, sir? The
yeah,
hashtag?
you use dollar sign.
Oh, oh,
Yeah. So
oh, to
what
make
we
it
can do,
absolute.
yeah, to show you how that works, yeah. So select the cells that you want to do it in, which would probably be these cells, and then you
Yes,
should see
sir.
an option that says number. So if you look for that field that says number,
Um,
yeah, and then you should see currency.
no.
Yeah,
Remember,
yeah, I know yours is different, but look for it, man. It's there. It is either number. These are
text
like the
rotation.
main fields in each spreadsheet. So look for number. Cause that's the tool for formatting. Um.
I see format as currency, format as
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
percentage.
that's it. Right. So format it
Format as
as current.
currency?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so I
And
select the
then
cells.
right. And then
Wait,
yeah,
sorry. I'd select the cell F7 where the total is, or just the cost.
I would do all of it for the cost, is it?
Oh,
Wherever the money is, because you want what ideally what you're practicing is how to make the cost become money.
okay, sir.
Yeah,
So I'd include the total.
yeah.
Okay, sir.
And then I think if you do currency and then press OK, does it change?
Let me look.
Mm, yeah. I,
Yes, it changed to all of them have dollar signs now.
all right, nice. So that's also something that they can ask you in the SBA to format something as currency, or they could tell you to move a number to be certain amount of decimal place or to have no decimal place. Look on your thing if you see these two options here, something like this.
Yes, sir.
Right. So you see this one here reduces the zeros. So let's say I didn't want zeros on these or whatever. I didn't want it to have any
Yeah.
decimal place. If I select the one I wanted and press that will remain, it will remove the last digit and then keep removing until. Or if I
Yes, sir.
wanted to add, then this one I would use to add. All right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think we have covered quite a bit. I'm gonna give you a break. I want to pressure you with all Excel all night because there are a couple more skills we wanted to teach. VLOOKUP, sort, filter. I think those are the three, so I can probably cover those in one more lesson, and then I think you would be well on your way to start the Excel part of the work.
Yes,
Or
sir.
I could give you a practice project before the SBA. Try, yeah, I'll try and work it tomorrow. I could give you a practice project that lets you do a bit of tedious tasks by yourself, and then once you master that, I think you'll be ready for the SBA. So yeah, I'm gonna do it that way. I'm gonna give you
Yes, sir.
a mini project. It won't require you to type up anything. It is just going to be practicing the skills. So similar to what we do today, I'll give you a worksheet like this, and then it will tell you to do different things on there, and you'll try and get that done. All right. Whereas for your SBA, you're gonna have to type up all the data they want you to type up and make up the data, all that kind of stuff. So I'll give you the data for tomorrow. Um, so I'll message you. So the plan is I'm gonna message you guys in the group to do one more catch up lesson. That's either tomorrow, and then I'll give you the worksheet to work on Saturday, and then sometime next week, once you have completed it and you're confident, then we'll just give you the SBA and you can start working on that part of it.
Yes, sir.
Okay? Sounds good.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. So, yeah, thank you, man. It's now 2 minutes
Wait,
past 12.
3
All right,
minutes
so
past 7 for me.
there you go. They're just a light in Jamaica. It's going for me.
No, no, sir. PM.
I know a PM one. Yeah. You guys are 5 hours behind me now. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool. All right. So that said, we will catch up. I'll just check out for my text and we
Yes,
should be
sir.
good. All right, cool.
All right,
Have a
sir.
good day. Take
All right,
care.
you too, sir. All right, sir.